Good afternoon, esteemed guests. Welcome to the M-State Spring 2022 Commencement Ceremony. At this time, please silence all electronic devices and cell phones. The national anthem will be performed by M-State student Jonathan Hiltner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? home of the brave.
Please be seated. Hello again. I'm John Meduco, and my pronouns are he, him, and his, and I serve as the Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs for Minnesota State Community and Technical College. It is my pleasure and honor to kick off today's commencement ceremony. I would like to take a moment to introduce the platform guests. Guests, please stand to be recognized. Dr. Carrie Brimhall, President of M-State. Sean Anderson, Dean of Students. Dr. Marcia Weber, Dean for the School of Business and Information Technology. Karen Riley, Dean for Enrollment Management, Marketing and Outreach. Dr. Ann Thurmer, Dean for the School of Liberal Arts and Humanities. Dr. Steve Erickson, Interim Vice President of Institutional Effectiveness and Technology Solutions. Jocelyn Santana, Dean of Equity and Inclusion. Dr. Matthew Borcherding, Dean for the School of Science and Mathematics. Dr. Ken Complin, Dean for the School of Health Sciences, Human Services, and Nursing. Dr. Matthew Leslie, Dean for the School of Applied Technology. Before we continue, I want to recognize the special individuals we have in attendance today. If you have honorably served or are serving or are commissioned to serve in the United States military, if you are a first responder, if you are a member of law enforcement, and finally, if you are a frontline healthcare professional, please stand as you're able to be recognized. Please be seated. This afternoon, we share the opportunity to celebrate the achievement of 646 graduates across the college. Within the graduating class, we recognize 278 graduating with an academic honors. Among this group, 175 have a 3.7 GPA or higher, and of those, 65 have achieved a 4.0 grade point average. Graduation is also an opportunity to say thank you to everyone who has helped you achieve this goal. In addition to our graduates, we're very proud and thankful for another group of people who have played significant roles in the success of our students, the parents, spouses, partners, friends, and family of our graduates. You encourage them when times were tough and celebrate small victories along the way. On behalf of the graduates, we want to thank you for your support that you have provided them. In addition, without the hard work of a different group of people, education would not be possible. At this time, we would like to recognize the faculty and staff of Minnesota State Community and Technical College. Thank you for your dedication to these students both inside and outside the classroom. Graduates, I want to extend my personal congratulations to you. You can be proud of your accomplishments and the reward that you will receive later on today. Thank you for choosing M-State to be a part of your college career and journey. We're so pleased to be a part of your learning experience and wish you continued success in the future. Congratulations, graduates. Minnesota State Community and Technical College President Carrie Brimhall is an authentic, visionary leader who believes in the power of education to transform lives, families, and communities. Her focus areas include innovative strategies, workforce solutions, leadership development, and community partnerships. As a first-generation college student, she's driven to remove systemic and systematic barriers to ensure all students reach their highest potential and achieve their dreams. Dr. Brimhall has served M-State for a total of 24 years in varied roles throughout the institution. She earned her doctoral and master's degrees in organizational management with a specialization in leadership at Capella University, her bachelor's degree in communications at Concordia College, and her Associates of Arts degree at Minnesota State Community and Technical College. I now present President Carrie Brimhall.
Greetings. My name is Carrie Brimhall, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. As we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that the campuses and communities that M-State serves occupy the traditional lands of the Dakota, Lakota, Anishinaabe, and Ojibwe nations. May we pay respect to elders both past and present, and be steadfast in our recognition of their contributions to our state and nation. M-State remains steadfast in our commitment to the safety, equity, belonging, and success for every member of the college and the communities we serve. It's hard to describe how very excited I am to be in this space in person with everyone here. 2 nights ago, I got up at 1:30, last night 1:15, because I can hardly stand how exciting it is to be in this place. It's been over 2 years since we've been able to celebrate in person with our students on all four of our communities. Graduates, wow, it has been a journey, and you've accomplished something really incredible. During your time at M-State, you did all the things the world told you were impossible. Your degree encompasses all the moments you learned something new about yourself that you wanted to celebrate, and all the moments you wanted to give up but somehow found the strength to keep moving forward. Your degree represents all of your effort, your patience, and your success. And today, I hope you're taking this all in and beaming with pride. M-State has a vision to be a success story for every student, so this is as meaningful for us as it is for you. M-State employees choose to be in education because we want to be part of your journey. We show up for you every single day because we believe in you, sometimes when you don't believe in yourself. At our core, we also believe in lives transformed through the power of education. So on behalf of all of our employees, I want to start by saying congratulations. We're very proud of you. My commencement remarks are inspired by the stories of our students, our graduates, and a song called Rise Up by Andra Day. The first theme from the song is overcoming what happened in our past and not letting that past define our future. The lyrics say, you're broken down and tired. You've lived life on a merry-go-round, and you couldn't always find the fighter. Life didn't start the first day you started at M-State. As you walked through our doors or clicked into our classrooms, you brought with you all the things that happened in your life before that day. You brought the struggles and the pain, being underestimated or misunderstood. You brought the celebrations and the friendships and support. Some of you walked in with optimism and got hit with life events while in school, and others walked in with trepidation, not sure that you could change your future with education. Many of our students have overcome their past in order to create a brighter future, and others changed their path of their future while at M-State. Graduates, there's no doubt you've changed since enrolling in college. You've redefined your future through your hard work. You may still be tired, but you're not broken down. You've found the fighter, and you'll have your certificate or degree to prove that to the world. Graduate Darlene said, I overcame not believing in myself or a better future. As an older than average student with many barriers and challenges, I proved to myself that I could do anything I set my mind to. I made college my priority, and I didn't let anything stop me. Through the challenges of working 2 jobs, kids, and the pandemic, I amazed myself and pushed through. Before I started college, I had no hope for a better education or future. Then there was a twinkle of hope, and then a fire that lit the way. Graduate Sadie said, I overcame losing family members and mental health struggles. I embraced the support from others and was willing to adapt to circumstances to be successful. I lost my dad to depression in 2018. This led me to finishing my nursing degree at M State. Despite being in the middle of a pandemic, it was the best decision I've made. Graduate Cassidy said I overcame mental health issues, sexual assault, PTSD, depression, and anxiety. I decided to take control and define myself, raising my son during my last year of school. I have risen by taking control of my life and no longer letting my past experiences define who I am. This degree means the world to me, and I want you to tell my story as I'm not afraid of it anymore. I want to show the world that even though you can go through struggles, you can achieve the goals that you want. Graduate Nicole started her journey 6 years ago. It was a slow start with doing generals and waiting to get into a program. She was doing this while being a single mom with the identical twins on the way. In September 2018, her world turned upside down when her twin boys were born at 25 weeks, both only weighing a little over a pound. She said, at that moment, I knew I needed to take a year off from school. My son Jackson passed away at 5 days old, leaving me devastated and broken to the point I didn't know I would ever pull myself through. I had to rise up through the grief and force myself to stay strong because his twin brother Jeremiah was still fighting so hard to survive. My son was very sick at birth, and I was told he might possibly not walk due to a brain bleed, but he's now happy and a fairly healthy 4-year-old who runs all over the place. He went through more in those 7 months than most people do their entire lives. His strength gave me strength. Another tragedy hit when my dad passed away 11 months after my son did. Again, my world was shattered because my dad meant everything to me. Trying to move forward from both of those tragedies was the absolute hardest thing I've ever had to go through. I finally told myself I needed to get back to school because that was what my dad wanted for me. I felt like I needed to make him proud. And last, graduate Kathy said I overcame addiction and adverse childhood experiences, and I decided to break statistics. Our past never defines us, however, it has the absolute power to influence our future. I was born into a family that had a lifelong line of addiction on both sides, which led to a childhood filled with abuse, neglect, and abandonment. For the majority of my childhood years, foster homes were my only reality. By 12 years old, I started the long road to my own addiction and had my first child at 17 and my second at 22. After I heard the news I lost my best friend to suicide, I decided it was time to turn my life around in her honor. I was able to find sobriety, I got my children home with me, and added another little one and decided to start at M State. In one of the first classes, I'd heard the statistic that only 15% of children raised in foster care go to college and only 3% earn a degree. I knew then it was time to break some statistics and pave the way. My lifelong experience has shaped me and inspired me to help youth struggling in the same environments I came from. My past is not who I am, but it is my motivation. The second theme in the song is not letting setbacks define how many times you start again by rising up. The lyrics state, rise up like the day, rise up unafraid, rise up in spite of the ache, and do it 1,000 times again. Life also didn't stop when you started taking classes. For many of our students, it's hard to describe the ups and downs of college and trying to manage it all. Every time you got back up and put one foot in front of the other, you broke down barriers and became stronger. It's in the rising up that you defined a new path for your future. Our graduates shared what they rose above to be walking across this stage today. Graduate Nathan said he's had health issues since the age of 15, and it's caused his life to take turns he didn't expect. Taking this step means a lot because getting closer to a position where I can help people overcome their challenges. Graduate Lena said to earn this degree was no easy task. It was the hardest years I've had of my whole life. I lost one of my brothers in the midst of being a few months away from graduation. I dropped my classes and my self-confidence went out the window. A year later, I'm walking across the stage and have learned there is no right time. Graduate Maddie said, during my M State journey, I've doubted my abilities, faced uncertainty, and struggled with finding a balance. I'd beat myself up about the most tedious issues and question if my abilities were good enough to meet certain standards. Looking back and seeing how far I've come is an amazing feeling. Graduate Jonathan said my diploma had its ups and downs. There were a few things I had to learn the hard way, such as studying really does help. Reading the content thoroughly rather than skimming the notes and failing the exam. I've used resources in the college. Graduate Keegan said, I've overcome my fear of online classes, and I actually prefer them now because it allows me to have a flexible schedule to work. Graduate Rebecca said, I firmly believe in the quote, life is a highway. My highway has had a lot of potholes and curves, but I kept pushing forward and I never turned back. At times I thought about taking the next exit off and not finishing college. However, I had a fellow student who encouraged me. I had multiple family members pass away 5 months from each other, ended up with a severe case of COVID, and my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, all while attending M-State. I pushed forward so my mom can see me graduate and to set an example for my grandchildren. Grandma accomplished this journey without giving up, no matter what obstacle got in her way. Graduate Andrea overcame student death, working a full-time job, being a mother, wife, student, and individuals. She said, I've risen above my past mistakes and idleness to motivate and inspire myself to further my education. Graduate Michaela said, I've overcome so many challenges. I started this degree my junior year of high school, and it went great. I loved my instructors and the classes that I took, but everything changed in my senior year. I lost people in my life, and I became uninterested in everything. I ended up failing, and it was no one's fault but my own. In August of 2021, I made the decision to come back and finish this degree. I'm happy to say that I made the right decision in coming back. It boosted my confidence. After the fall semester, I found out because of my academic success and being on the dean's list, I'm finally able to be off academic probation. I'm proud of myself. Graduate Haley said, coming out of high school, you never really know how hard college is. Now, graduating, I thought this day would never come, but anything's possible. My degree means I followed through and accomplished a milestone, and today I can stand here in front of my family, fiance, and advisor and say I did it, and I'm damn proud. Graduate Andrea said she overcame what little faith she had in herself. She had a goal to sell everything and travel after her youngest child graduated from high school. But she lost her husband to COVID and her mom died of cancer. Without the help of their instructors, friends, family, and people who made me do my homework, I wouldn't have succeeded. Graduate Joy came back to M-State after a 30-year hiatus. The biggest struggle was technology, but younger students helped. She's wanted to be a massage therapist for 8 years, but was a single mother and couldn't make school work. M-State has made her stronger and more determined to get her dreams in motion. Graduate Tamia has overcome many obstacles to get here today. Grew up struggling and experienced the loss of her son at age 18. Her degree means a lot to her because she's the first one in her family to graduate from college. Graduate Shahad said, I overcame the fear of not knowing what to do in the future. After taking courses at M-State, I find out what I'm most interested in and what I want to do in the future. The pandemic affected my high school graduation, so I'm glad to be able to be here today, celebrating with everyone else. No matter how hard things get, I'm sure we'll be able to get through them. Graduate Samantha has overcome bumps in the road of life, overcome the balancing act of being the best person I can be as a leader and a mother, while striving to improve my education and find happiness for myself and my family. I've used the knowledge I've gained at M-State to learn how to appreciate people's differences and be more diverse and help those around me, especially my daughter with autism. The third theme in the song is a celebration of the support you received in life. You didn't accomplish this alone. The lyrics state, all we need is hope, and for that we have each other. When graduates were asked who they wanted to thank and recognize in this accomplishment, They shared the following remarks and sentiments. My children, my family, and my friends. My parents have always been there for me. My supportive family, partner, and friends, and of course the best teachers at M State. My husband has been my biggest influencer. My mom is the strongest person I know. I'd like to acknowledge my loved ones' support in helping me accomplish this degree, as well as every one of my professors. My advisor was absolutely fabulous. M State is a college I'll forever be recommending. I've had nothing but amazing experiences with the college. I'll never forget the support I received from my coworkers and my family, and my boyfriend who pretended to be interested when I was excited and lets me test out psychological tests on him. My family helped me accomplish this goal, and I had one friend who put up with me and my complaints. M State staff for always believing in me and helping me, for listening to me when I was thinking I could no longer keep going to school, for encouraging me and always opening your doors to express my concerns. The thanks goes to my Indigenous culture for providing me with the strength of my ancestors and the ceremonies to help guide me when life got hard. My husband has been an active partner, ensuring that our household ran smoothly. My children ages 7 and 9, and then my faculty, and the M State team. Time and time again, graduates thanked our employees for teaching them, inspiring them, supporting them, and believing in them. Finally, many students mentioned people who had impacted them who are no longer with us on this physical earth. Dads, brothers, nanas, children, friends, husbands, and many other significant people in their lives. Graduates, I hope you feel their presence in this ceremony today. I want to thank all the graduates who graciously and vulnerably shared their stories with me. You are the reason we do what we do. And for the graduates who have stories that were not shared today, I see you too. Every M State story is unique and every student identity and choice is honored. Please join me in a round of applause celebrating the brave, inspiring, and talented students we have the honor to teach and serve. For everyone in the audience, I hope you feel through the stories of our students just how special M State is. At M State, we show up for our students because we know they won't give up on their dreams if we don't give up on them. We know how much they're navigating outside of the college, and we're in awe of their strength. We appreciate your attendance here today and your support of your student, our employees, and the college as a whole. Graduates, every mistake, heartache, and celebration in your life brought you here to this moment. Your stories are an inspiration. As you face the next step in your journey, remember that your past doesn't need to define your future. You have and will continue to rise up in spite of the ache, and you'll do it 1,000 times again. And finally, please love the people around you and love them hard. In a world with so much hurt, all we need is hope, and for that, we have each other. We know you will change the world, and we look forward to being by your side, cheering you along every step of the way. My sincerest congratulations to every one of you on this accomplishment. I'm incredibly proud to be witness to your celebration and success. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Brimhall. Faculty have been a very important part of your educational journey at M State. Speaking on behalf of the M State faculty is Eric Doiber, Humanities faculty.
When I was very young, and before you ask, I was once very young, I had to do a project, I think it was third grade. We had to explain some kind of culturally significant element of Dutch culture or something like that. Back then, we did not talk much about colonialism, so we were stuck with windmills and tulips and wooden shoes. I picked windmills. Now, the picture that a third grader has in his head of what a model of a windmill would look like far outstrips his capacity to actually build one. So I did what everybody does in that situation when they lack skills, is I outsourced the project to my father. And he promptly built a windmill that looked like you could sit on any place anywhere in Holland if Dutch people were a half an inch tall. In any case, he built this thing, and I was so entranced by it, I put my arms around his waist and I said, "You are the best father ever." And he looked me straight in the eye, which is something he hardly ever did anyways. And he said, "I'm no better than anyone else, and neither are you." Now, he wasn't a particularly well-educated man, and he wasn't very eloquent. He didn't speak very good English, and he made it to 8th grade before he had to go to work, but I never forgot that. And it came back to me years later when I got a phone call from my youngest son, and I did what all parents do. I said, "I haven't heard from you in a year. Where you been?" And he said, "I've been kind of busy." And I said, "Where are you at?" And he said, "Well, I can't tell you exactly. I only have a minute. But you're going to get a call from the family support at Fort Bragg, and they're going to tell you that a patrol of paratroopers engaged, and there were casualties. And they're going to say they don't know who, and they're going to say they don't know how many. And I thought you might like to know that I'm still alive." And I said, "Well, that's good to hear. How are you doing?" He said, "I've had better days." And I said, "Is there anything else that you want to say with your 60 seconds? And he said, "Yeah, your father was right. We're no better than anybody else." Now, you people have accomplished a lot in the last little while, like a lot. And you've done it under some very difficult circumstances, I know that. And you've overcome some barriers that I think you yourself didn't know that you could overcome. And you can be proud of yourself. There's something else you should think a little bit about. Not now. I mean, after the cake has been all eaten and the balloons have all been popped and the chairs have all been folded and put away. You should give some thought to this. That you live in a world right now where things don't function exactly as they should. To make a philosophy of life in which you want nothing else but to be better than somebody else, that's a fool's game. Now, a lot of people play it, and they make life miserable for a lot of other people. Most of the time, it's not even true. I mean, there's almost 8 billion people in the world. How hard up the ladder do you have to climb? Or can you climb? Chances are good if you get all the way to the top of your ladder, you can still see the people at the bottom if you bothered looking at them. And secondly, on top of that particular front, if you take a step back from where you're at, you begin to wonder whether or not you've actually accomplished much of anything at all. And you start thinking yourself better than other people. And frankly, when you say that, the step back from where you were, whether you say it on Twitter, whether you say it on social media, whether you say it to a bowling team, whether you say it to anybody, odds are very good that what you're saying is not that you're better, but the step that you're taking beyond that, and everybody takes it, that someone is less than you. And maybe that's a place you ought not to go. But most importantly, there will come times, lots of them, when the person sitting in front of you, in your office, in your bay, on your floor, on your ward, needs you much more than you need them. And at that place, in that time, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're saving someone's life, if you're drawing someone's blood, if you're making their bed, if you're fixing their brakes, if you're doing their taxes, it doesn't matter. You're the only one then and there that can do that thing. And being better than the person in the next ward, or the next floor or the next bay or wherever you are, that doesn't do anyone any good. But you can be good. You can do good work. You can live a good life. You could do a good job. You could make good on your promises. You could be good to each other. And when that happens, that person that you're coming face to face with, they know that there's no one else that they can turn to. And you can do all of that without being better than anybody. You could do that just by being good. And there's no award for that. There's no medallions, there's no certificates. There's not even really a reason to do it, except you know something now. You have something now. You can do something now for somebody that can't do it for themselves. And you really ought to do it. You have a long career ahead of you, and you'll meet lots of good people. And you'll meet good people who have had hard times. How much difference is there really among all those people? I once worked at a summer camp for kids. You could imagine how that went. And I had the job of teaching 6-year-olds archery, which in retrospect was probably a bad idea. The one thing you need to have to be able to do archery is you have to know your right hand from your left hand. And this is not something that comes naturally to 6th graders or 6-year-olds. It just doesn't. So I tell them to take your hand and put it on your heart. That's your right hand. Because every 6-year-old knows where her heart is. Now, you've been taught a lot of things. Math and science and philosophy and mechanics and engineering and drafting and all kinds of things. In all that formal education, it's easy to forget where your heart is. Every once in a while, you'll find yourself in a crowd, kind of like this. There'll be conversations going on, and you hear things you're not supposed to hear. Ever been to that place? You know, just one sentence that you weren't expecting. I was in a little bar in Guernsey, Wyoming last summer, and that's cattle country. I mean, they've got the boots and they've got the hats, and stereotypes are generally bad, but you get the picture. And there was a table of 6 guys, ranchers, not far from where I was sitting. And it got a little quiet, and the only sentence I heard coming away from this table, that's all I heard, was, if the kids didn't love that damn horse so much, he'd be dead already. And I kind of think that's what keeps us all alive. So on behalf of the faculty, congratulations. And to you people up there, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. You did good.
Thank you, Eric. Please enjoy today's musical selection, A Million Dreams, performed by the Silver Winds Flute Quartet.
Thank you for that wonderful music. It gives me great pleasure to draw your attention to 4 groups of graduates deserving special recognition. High academic honors are awarded to those students whose cumulative M-State GPA is greater than 3.75. High academic honors graduates are noted in the commencement program with a double asterisk after each graduate's name and are wearing a gold cord. Will these graduates please stand as they are able and be recognized? Thank you. Academic honors are awarded to those students whose cumulative M-State GPA is greater than 3.5 but less than 3.74. Academic honors graduates are noted in the commencement program with a single asterisk after each graduate's name and are wearing a white cord. Will these graduates please stand as they are able and be recognized? Thank you. Graduates wearing the gold sash are members of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. The purpose of Phi Theta Kappa is to recognize and encourage scholarship among two-year college students. To achieve this purpose, Phi Theta Kappa provides opportunity for the development of leadership and service, for an intellectual climate for exchange of ideas and ideals, for lively fellowship for scholars, and for stimulation of interest in continuing academic excellence. Phi Theta Kappa graduates are also noted in the commencement booklet with a single dot after each graduate's name. Will these graduates please stand as they are able and be recognized? Graduates wearing the red, white, and blue cords are our veteran military members. The commencement program notates veterans with a V after their name. Veterans are citizens who have served or are presently serving in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard. Will these graduates please stand as you are able, and we thank you for your service to our country. Congratulations to all of these groups for their achievements.
Thank you, Dr. Weber. It is my pleasure to introduce the student speaker. Katie Kohler from Fargo came to M-State to study and learn electrical. Katie told me that when she came to M-State, she didn't know how to pigtail, and for us non-electrical types, that means a wire used to connect several wires together in order to keep the number of wires down and allow everything to be hooked up efficiently. She is leaving M-State mastering pigtails and with the confidence and the ability to wire an entire house. She credits her faculty for inspiring her to develop her interest. They encouraged her by providing hands-on coursework, background in electrical theory, and guiding her to build, install, maintain, and repair electrical systems. M-State motivated her to not only just succeed, but succeed in her career and all aspects of her life. Her M-State experience helped her to realize her potential, which landed her a job last spring, and now, as she graduates, she's honed her skills and she'll begin full-time employment after graduation. Please welcome Katie to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little nervous if you can't tell. I'd like to preface the honor of speaking in front of you all today by thanking the graduates and their loved ones for attending, as well as the faculty who have so graciously allowed me to send you off on our next chapter. My name is Katie Kohler, and I'm graduating from the Electrical Technology program out of Moorhead campus. It'd be an understatement to say that the last few years have been a cakewalk for anyone. I'm sure I was not the only one who went into my first day of college wondering what I was getting myself into. Every day was something new, and most of the time it wasn't for the better. One moment you are on campus doing a lab, and the next day everyone in the program gets booted to online schoolwork for a month. I'm grateful that we were allowed to even be allowed on campus during 2020. Ask those graduating today how they had the willpower to continue on, and you'll most likely get one of two responses. I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I wasn't going to let anything stop me. Or, I have no idea. With both cases, they show that Midwest stubbornness that is in all of us. Once we have our hearts and our minds set on something, we won't rest until we finish our goal. Rutherford B. Hayes is quoted as saying, "Every expert was once a beginner." Those graduating today have more than proved themselves in their determination to become that expert in their fields in the coming future. College was rough, life will be tougher, there'll be peaks and valleys. Nevertheless, you'll look back and say, if I was able to continue my aspirations in the face of the world ablaze, I can easily get over this hurdle. If I can leave you all with one piece of advice, it would be this. Hold your head up high and know you have what it takes to succeed. Be humble, yet strong in your beliefs. On behalf of all graduates, I would like to thank everyone who has helped us to get to this point and push us to work hard. Our families, friends, teachers, faculty, and our classmates. None of this would be possible without the support and love from everyone aforementioned. Thank you to everyone again for coming and spending your time with us in this special moment. God bless you all, and may your futures be bright.
Thank you, Katie. We will now present the graduates.
Presenting the School of Applied Technology Building and Design Division, Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration Diploma, Arvind Bhakti Rai. Braden Depling. Carwin Garda. Emmanuel Barabagabo. William Reinking. Kyle Spees. Construction Management, AAS, Caleb Cornwell. Jordan Jan. Mason Carvaco. Jamie Keel. Drafting and 3D Technologies, AAS, Spencer Dillmore. Austin Hass. Michael Jacobson. Thomas Knack. Ryan Peterson. Electrical Technology, Electrician Diploma, Alyssa Anderson. Hunter Human. Katie Kohler. Tanner Leahy. Peter Lesh. Joshua Norman. Logan Ryland. Skylar Ripley. Plumbing Technology Diploma. Brody Bido. Jack Canello. Alex Stoll. Presenting the Transportation Division, Automotive Service Technology, AAS, John Ayuin. Bobby Doma. Adam Hammer. Warsami Ishmael. Dawson Moon. Automotive Service Technology Diploma, Jacob Borden. Dominic DiNardo. David Wynn. Abduli So. Criminal Justice AS, Christopher Almendarez. Jalron Oshnowitz. Alicia Buckle. Amy Crawford. Elliot Dugan. Amy Harstick. Maddie Hayes. Ntuba Lusomba. Derek Sisk. Correctional Officer Certificate, Sylvester Ejaponig. Diesel Equipment Technology, AAS, Garrett Egan. Gavin Byron. Cole Feist. John Thompson. Caden Warney. Presenting the School of Business and Information Technology, the Business Division, Accounting Transfer Pathway AS, Evan Dodge. Accounting AAS, Eli Abraki. Robbie Broughton. Maxwell Sunderland. Haley Wildman. Business Transfer Pathway AS, Alice Erdman. Riley Erkenbrack. Shannon Nowak. Mallory Sullivan. Business Management, Marketing and Sales AAS, Ashley Goebel. Brandon Middendorf. Austin Olds. Thomas Tenderholt. Destiny Trones. Brennan Weiner. Human Resources AS, Tina Lacey. Destiny Warwick. Human Resources AAS, Brady Dowell. Kylie Dowell. Brittany Geetson. Lynn King. Heidi Ness. Tony Rodriguez. Haley Smith. Paralegal AAS, Melissa Slavic. Lindsay Wells. The Information Technology Division, Computer Programming AAS, Alexander Hewitt. Cybersecurity AAS, Priscilla Ginger. John Kapajakan. Rebecca Santiago. Lena Shu. Information Technology Database Administration AAS, Ryan Franson Pruden. Graphic Design Diploma, Molly Briggle. Jordan Caspers. Shania Lunsky. Presenting the School of Health Sciences, Human Services, and Nursing, Health Sciences and Nursing Division, Dental Assisting, AAS, Rachel Bauman. Madison Berggren. Alexis Brown. Miranda Dumars. Chloe Dunn. Michaela Keller. Abigail Kucher. Allison Mundal. Kaya Paul. Whitney Shones. Reena Singh. Macy Top. Dental Assisting Diploma, Sylvia Beld. Casey Bellamere. Lindsay Fredrickson. Erica Kubella Miller. Dental Hygiene, AAS. Bashar El Samurai. Finola Bauer. Macy Bolgreen. Brittany Church. Nicole Eichen. Allison Imbrone. Jenna Lang. Hannah Leonard. Rebecca Martinez. Michaela McIntosh. Elise Noobson. Julia Shook. Cheyenne Ciro. Mayancy Wagner. Aaron Weiser. Mackenzie Williams. Medical Laboratories, AAS. Lawi Munyashore. LPN to Associate Degree Nursing Bridge, AS, Jillian Gray. Danthi Mensa. Practical Nursing Diploma, Chelsea Birasa. Sadie Bearslin. Christy Hansen. Carmine Moba. Nathan Olgard. Nikki Snetzinger. Sophia Sandriel. Corey Spry. Aaron Stapleton. Jara Swaygarden. Nicole Wilprecht. Brandy Zachariason. Julia Zachariason. Kate Zachariason. Presenting the Human Services and Healthcare Administration Division, Medical Administrative Assistant AAS, Tamia Coleman. Katie Dam. Mackenzie Nolan. Medical Coding and Insurance Diploma, Jonathan Hiltner. Child Care and Education, Tessa Burnside. Early Childhood Certificate, Colton Myers. Presenting the School of Liberal Arts and Humanities, Liberal Arts and Sciences AA, Shahad Al-Moel. Darlene Boyle. Jack Culbertson. Nathan David. Henrietta Doe. Marcella Foss. Abby Marshke. Zaman Mohammed Rida. Laban Muhumbundo. Roxanne Nasso. Jasmine Keyros. Cassidy Raptiseth. Melody Stabner. Julia Strattenberger. Trinity Sean. Huda Wazwaz. Liberal Arts and Sciences AA Social Science Emphasis. Kathy Benjamin. Susan Kinyan Jawi. Huzan Salman. Eva Tai. The Communications and English Division, American Sign Language Studies, Certificate, Jenna Levis. Cynthia Carls. Social Science and Fine Arts Division, Political Science Transfer Pathway AA, Kyle Ani. Psychology Transfer Pathway AA, Logan Bolgren. Caitlin Carvaco. Presenting the School of Science and Mathematics Science Division, Biology Transfer Pathway AS, Callie Korth. Engineering AS, Mahad Abdi. Zihad Abdul Jalil. Horace Chin. Mohammed Nuruddin. Gary Phelps. Devin Welts.
Yeah, we're not doing a duet right now. Dr. Brimhall, in accordance with the prescribed level of achievement for each instructional program, every one of these graduates has met or will shortly meet the competency requirements for graduation. Therefore, on this 6th day of May 2022, I certify to you that each of these candidates are eligible to graduate, and on the date specified in the diploma will be entitled to the rights and privileges contained therein.
By the authority vested in me on behalf of the Minnesota State Colleges and Universities Board of Trustees and Minnesota State Community and Technical College, I accept these candidates for graduation and confer the level of achievement earned. Congratulations on the transition from student to graduate. Please move your tassel to the left side, indicative of your completion.
I think they might be just a little bit proud of you. Well done. Before milestones were a reason to buy greeting cards, they were actual stones by a roadside that marked distance and helped travelers understand where they'd been and where they were going. Write this milestone on your heart. Mark it. Or at least take a selfie. Seriously, we'll wait. Go ahead. Anyone? Okay, nicely done. You got here together, and what comes next requires you. All of you. My father tells me that when he started college in the 1960s, he and his classmates were told, look to your right, now look to your left. Only one of you will be here next year. With the high birth rates of the baby boom, college leaders in my dad's time knew they had a problem. There were just too many students, and it was their job to cut that problem down to size by weeding out as many students as they could. Now, look to your right, look to your left. You need both those people, and they need you. Every one of you holds part of the solution, and the puzzle only works if we have all the pieces. As you strike out to build a life, make a mark on the world, to form your future, I urge you to look to your right and look to your left. Who already understands what you need to know? Who will benefit from borrowing your perspective to see the world differently? Who needs you to care? In a few moments, you're going to leave this room as graduates. The M-State Foundation wants to welcome you to the ranks of M-State alums who serve our community with their skills and passion. As you mark this milestone, look ahead, then look behind. We're here for you. The faculty who wanted you to succeed, the staff members who went out of their way to help, the classmates who shared their notes and granola bars, the alums who gave you tips for your job hunt. We are not going anywhere, and you will never stop being an M-State grad. Congratulations. As we close, look to your left, then look to your right. Between you, I see our future. I see hope. Our problems are great, but you are greater. Let's build what comes next, together. This concludes the Spring 2022 M-State Commencement Ceremony. Thank you all for celebrating with us today. Audience members, please remain seated as the graduates, faculty, and staff exit the auditorium. Thank you for helping us mark this milestone together. All right, let's rise.